Jacob Lewis. I'm a process technician here at Toppan. I started looking for a different career. My background for the last 20 years has actually been in warehousing and distribution. There's a lot of ups and downs, the stability with those fields. So I was looking at getting into something that I know is growing, and the semiconductor industry has been growing quite a bit. With that, I took some classes with ACC and actually gained a certificate in process technician. And then looking through just different jobs and everything, I came across Toppan. Thought it'd be a good fit. They're a smaller company, able to work more within smaller teams and everything. So whenever I came in and interviewed, I really liked the way that the management perceived themselves, and also with the company itself. A typical day, my shift is from 6 in the morning to 6 p.m. We work not a blended shift, a compressed schedule, 4 days on and 3 days, 4 days on, 4 days off, 3 days on, 3 days off, which I really like that work-life balance. That's another thing that I've never really had in my previous career, especially in warehousing and distribution, is that the work-life balance piece. It's always been the work piece. So coming here, usually my shift is from Wednesday through Saturday or Thursday through Saturday. So typically start at 6 o'clock. I come in, kind of wipe everything down. Well, I gown up first and then wipe everything down in my section once I enter in the clean room. My position is I work in metrology. And in metrology, I take quartz plates and run them through tools, high-powered microscope tools. And what I do is I measure the specs that the customer has provided through a matrix file, a script file that they provide, and then also with that, the drawings. So I make sure that on the photo mask itself that the script and everything matches up, the drawing matches up, the critical dimension matches up. I measure it within and make sure that it's within spec that the customer wants. We want to make sure we're putting out a good product to the customer so that everything's in line. So once I do that, I'll enter in and verify everything in the system. I'll give it my stamp of approval and then pass it along down the line. What's really made me excited is, first of all, the onboarding. They had a great onboarding. Whenever I started, we went through an onboarding class that was 2 days long. Management was very involved. You could tell they're a very trustworthy management team, which you can tell from there that it's going to be probably a pretty good work culture. The training itself has been excellent. It's a lot of hands-on. The trainers are very patient, which is good for being a new employee. So I'm working on my fourth certification, or about to start working on my fourth certification. And that definitely, as a newer employee, makes me feel valued by the company. It makes me feel that, they're investing, that I'm just not, another number of a person, that I'm actually a person, that they're willing to invest their time and energy into, and that they see potential. Coming over to the semiconductor industry, and especially with Toppan, just the growth in the industry, that I'm looking for a long-term career. So with that comes along the investment and the training and all of that, so that I can continue my path for the career for Toppan. So, and that's really, one thing that I would say that, looking to change careers, or if anybody coming on board looking at Toppan, I would highly suggest. It checks a lot of the boxes that I was looking for, if not all of the boxes that I was looking for. It was really big and important to me to find not only a job local in the semiconductor field, but a growing business. And it's not going anywhere. The semiconductor business is just expanding. So it means a lot to me to, get that certificate and be able to find a job local and, right down the street from my house as well. So that's a plus.